Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today I'm going to take a little run over to Redding. We are currently in, I think, Elko, Nevada is where we left off at the Kenworth dealership, which should be right behind me. So, as you can see, lots of Kenworths in the parking lot here. A lot of you were asking since the last episode, am I going to get the Kenworth W900? I probably will, but we're still in debt. So we probably don't want to be going off buying a bunch of trucks. So we're probably going to hold off on it. I do want to get it eventually, add it to the fleet. Maybe I can give this truck to a driver. Who knows? We'll see. But probably eventually we'll be getting the W900. So as of right now, we already have a load picked. We're just going to GPS over to it. So then we can grab it and head off to Redding. And go to Redding for the first time since I haven't been to Redding. So we'll see how that goes. I should probably be in the right lane. Definitely think in the right lane. We're going to get behind this guy if we can. Oh, God. All right, that truck decided to go through. He was like, forget it. Whatever. Might as well. I wonder if this Mustang's going to go. I don't know. Ooh, that's a nice bus. Look at that bus. Look at that Greyhound bus. That's cool. I haven't seen that before. That's pretty awesome. So I went ahead and I took out the traffic mod. I still have AI traffic by Jazzy Cat, so all the new vehicles and stuff like that, but I don't have the added traffic. It was really hurting my frame rate, and I decided to go ahead and take it out because, you know, like I mentioned, I thought about I need to do a PC upgrade. Probably going to wait a little bit on that. You know, I want to do that soon, but I just can't do it right now. The Crown Vic ended up needing some repairs, more than I thought. I thought it was going to be a simple bushing issue, but it turned out to be a lot of other things as well. The best advice I can give to people that own cars, if you have a problem, Jesus, dude, you going to stick your whole nose out in the intersection or what? Damn. If you have a problem with your car, get it fixed right away. Just do it. Really? What is the horn? That's not it. That's it. Jesus. Freaking minivan. If you have a problem with your car, get it fixed right away. And the reason I say that is I had a bushing problem that I let, you know, sit, and I didn't really take care of it quickly like I should have. And, well, it has now affected multiple other components of my Crown Vic, so unfortunately, I had a big repair on the Vic that I was not expecting. So, anyway, we're going to take this 43,000 pounds of frozen food all the way to Redding. So, we're going to get $7,000 for it. It's a rush delivery, so we need to get there quickly. And it's a 53-foot reefer, so this should be pretty fun. It'll be a pretty fun run. We'll see. Oh, didn't see that. Focus more on what I'm doing. Trying to turn my truck around so I can get backed up to this thing. Okay. Trying to figure this out. Trying to figure our life out here. Alright, then we'll go forward. So yeah, like I said, I want to do a PC upgrade. I'm going to wait just because these repairs in the Vic, they turned out a lot more than I thought it was going to be. And it was just not a thing that I was expecting to spend the money on. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it happens. So I'll just go ahead and get it taken care of and get it back to the state that it should be in. But the PC upgrade will have to be on hold. I haven't bought any components for it anyway, so that thing was kind of on hold before it even started. So we'll see how that goes. I would like to, though, eventually get to the point where I do upgrade my PC. Probably this year at some point. So, but yeah, the Vic, it had upper control arm bushings that were bad. And I knew about it for quite some time. I just didn't think it was as bad as I thought. And then all of a sudden it started to get really, really bad. It got to the point where, not that the car wasn't undrivable, but it got to the point where it was making a lot of noise. A lot of squeaking noise when I would drive it, and I was like, this is getting worse, because it would only happen at high freeway speeds. And then it started happening in city speeds and all that stuff, and I was like, this is just not good. So I just was like, I need to get this done and taken care of and out of the way. And yeah, so I went to a shop. They did a free estimate on it, and then they came back to me and said, look, this is what you're going to need. And the mechanic straight up told me, he was like, I am getting a little concerned about how badly... He didn't say the bushings on the actual control arm. He said the ball joints. He said, I'm getting a little concerned that the ball joints are pretty terrible. God, the frames are horrific. Jesus, dude. I need to figure this out. But yeah, he said the ball joints are getting to the point where they're pretty bad. And he was like, these need to be replaced, is pretty much what he said. He was like, these need to go. So I went ahead and just had them do it. Car is currently at the shop still. I'll probably get it back sometime tomorrow morning, which will be pretty nice. So unfortunately, you know, I wasn't expecting it, but it is what it is. It's done. The job will be done. It'll be good. You know, we'll get it over with. So how are we doing? Let's just check up real quick on everything. We're going to stop to get some fuel at some point. We're definitely going to need to do that because we are getting near a quarter of a tank. Looking good on the left. Keep an eye on that right because this is a big trailer. Okay. So yeah, we're going to stop to get some fuel whenever we can. There'll probably be a truck stop or something will come along. I really wish... God, I just wish I got better performance in this game. It's such a beautiful game, and, you know, I do run a color correction and an HDR fix, but I'm not running the sweet effects just because it was actually hurting my performance more than anything. It does make the game look really well, like, it looks really nice. it was too much of a performance hit to justify it. So, this is gonna suck. I hate these on-ramps. We're actually looking pretty clear this time. There we go. That one wasn't too bad. But yeah, so I just wish I could play this game. I mean, it looks really nice, and the frames are fine, but when I'm in a city, they just get destroyed. It's just, there's some points where it gets bad. And I've tried turning graphics down and, you know, I had sweet effects in there for a little bit, ended up taking it out, and just, you know, still, it's just not doing the job, so. One day. Just not right now. You know, I'm working with what I have, so it is what it is. I'll try to see if there's a workaround, though, somewhere. Maybe somebody has something that they've done to kind of make it get a little bit better performance. Who knows? We'll see. I'll look around and see if I can see anything. Where do we want to set the cruise at? 60? 60 seems pretty good. We'll kind of cruise at 60. Let's drop it down to 55, actually, because this pickup in front of us is not going very quick. Come on, 55. Let's just go down to 50, actually, because this this right lane's going pretty slow. Going pretty slow. So, yeah, it's the Vic is getting repaired. I should get it tomorrow, which will be nice. I'm looking forward to that. The guy called me today and said they got, you know, pretty much 3/4 of the work done. They're just getting the last of it done, and then they're gonna do a new an alignment, and then go for a little test drive, make sure everything's good. But he said everything's looking good. He said it should be a pretty smooth ride when I get it back, which is kind of a hard thing to do. You know, I'm a person that likes to, if there's something that I can fix myself, I like to do it myself. I don't like to have other people do things that I feel like I could do. Ball joints and tie rods, I could probably do that myself. That job probably isn't too difficult. I think I can do it. The only thing is when you do stuff like that, you have to get an alignment. I can't do an alignment myself. And then it also got to the point where I was looking at the control arm bushings. And the control arm bushings, that is not an easy job. That's taking a lot of stuff off. It's getting a lot of things out of the way. That's pushing bushings out. That's pressing new ones in. It's a big job. And that was just something I didn't feel confident with doing. And in the time, I didn't know I had ball joints and tie rods that were bad because, oh shit, what was that? I think that might have been a loan. Pretty sure that was a loan. Yeah, I think we're good. So I wasn't positive that my ball joints and tie rods were bad, and I was just looking at it as it was the control arm bushings. and it was just a job that I couldn't do myself. So I just took it to a shop, and they offer a free quote. So I was like, well, let's see what they say. They came back, and they're like, look, some of this stuff is pretty bad. You should probably get this fixed. So I reluctantly, I don't like paying other people to work on my car, especially when it's, I don't know. There's some things you can do yourself. There's some things you can't. And unfortunately, this was one of the things I couldn't do myself. So I just paid them, and just, well, technically I haven't paid them yet. I will. But I'm just going to have them do it, and just do it once, do it right, get it over with, get it out of the way, and just go back to just having a car that works properly. Because the Vic is pretty much my daily, my quote-unquote daily. Okay, we need to start slowing down, like real quick, because we're going to have some problems if we don't. I don't know what happened on this lane, but people started to go real slow. But yeah, so... Yeah, the Vic is my daily, is what I was saying, and it's something that I just want to work. I don't want to have to worry about it. It needs to just be there and work. And that's what it has been doing pretty much since I bought it. There really hasn't been. This is the first major repair that it's needed. I did brakes when I bought it. It has new tires, and it's been vinyl wrapped. Other than that, I haven't really touched it. Window tint, little things here and there, oil changes, maintenance, replacing little things that you see every once in a while, but for the most part, it's really not, that bad. So I need it to work. The Miata is the one that can be down for a couple days, or, have something wrong with it where it requires some work done to it. The Vic, I kind of need that. It's a good car to drive, gets terrible gas mileage, but it's comfortable, nice. I can rely on it. So I just had to make sure that I just got the job done quickly and right. So unfortunately, I had to spend the money and get it fixed, but that's life. That's what happens. And just for the drivers out there, people that have cars, just monitor your stuff, especially the things you don't really think about, your suspension components, stuff like that, steering components, tie rods, ball joints, bushings, all sorts of stuff, just because that stuff can go bad. And in my case, it was good enough that it was making a noise. It was making a really weird noise that I was like, I need to get this fixed. And in some cases, it won't even make noises. They'll be completely dead quiet. You'll never know that you had a problem. So I don't know. Just keep an eye on it. And if you start hearing something, or if you need a repair, just get it done as quickly as possible, and don't let it sit there, because then it just gets worse and worse and worse, and then you end up damaging other steering components or suspension components, and then you're just like, wow, I just spent a lot more money than I would have in the first place if I had just gotten it done. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of in that moment where it's like, man, I was kind of stupid, and I should have just got it fixed. So I learned. I honestly didn't think it was that bad. I knew it was one piece, didn't even think about it affecting other pieces, but, whatever. It needs to be done, it's going to get done, so. Other than that, Polecat's car is currently off being painted. I won't say what color, just because I know he is currently keeping it a secret, so I won't give it away. But we had to spend the weekend sanding it down, which was a lot of fun. And I don't know if you've ever sanded a car. I've sanded my Miata multiple times, but it wasn't that bad. Didn't take that long. And sanding an entire Crown Victoria, that's a big car. Takes a long time. And a lot of dirt comes off of it. And oh boy, that dirt does not go away. If you've sanded a car in the past, you might understand. That stuff sticks terribly to just everything. It's on your clothes, it's on your hands, it's just on your glasses, in your hair, it's just everywhere. The particles that come off from sanding, it's just everywhere. I need to get over because there's an on-ramp here. Come on, dude. Let me over. Oh, they got their own lane. Okay, not that bad. Where are we going through? Vegas? Where are we? I'm not really sure where we are. Well, we're in Reno. Okay. God, the frames are so bad. Oh, God, I really apologize. I really do. I know it... Sometimes it gets smoothed out with editing. When you encode something, it kind of takes the frames and blends them together and kind of smooths it out. Obviously, you can still see that the frames are bad, but it's not as bad as what I see. But then there's times where it's just terrible. And this is one of those moments where it's pretty terrible, and it's pretty noticeable, and there's not much I can do about it. And I don't feel like I have a bad computer. I have a pretty decent computer. Not the best, but it's not the worst, you know. It's okay. Oh God, we are gonna have some problems here. Oh, that was 10th. That was not at all what I wanted to do. I'm not hating it just because it did actually help me stop. I must have hit the button at some point. I was trying to shift down into 16th, and I guess I hit the splitter button at one point, knocked it down to the other gear. But yeah, so I don't feel like I have a bad computer, but God, it's just the frames are just, ugh, so difficult. Makes it so tough. And yeah, I do apologize. There's not much I can do about it, and I kind of have to deal with it. I'm sorry. There's not much I can do until I can upgrade PCs. And I don't know. I can run most games pretty decently. Like GTA, I can run that pretty decently. Yeah, sure, my graphics aren't cranked, but I can run it decently, get a good performance out of it. This, I can turn the graphics down, but that just doesn't seem to do much, really. Maybe I could turn the scaling down, but I'm already at 300. I could go to 200. I know 100 is pretty much unplayable, because, my God, when you get to 100, you can't even read what the gauges say. So I don't want to go too far down. I still want it to look good, but I want to get good performance too. So I'm just trying to find that middle ground. I'm still trying to refine it. Hopefully I can figure something out where I can get a little bit better performance. So my graphics might not be the best, but you know, I can try to get a little better performance here or there with little things. So I'll keep working at it and seeing what I can do. But like I said, I just wanted to apologize for, oh shit, if my game just happened to look, oh, thank God he slowed down. Sorry. God, thank God you let me in.